Nothing fancy. I am so glad you're posting this KRV. I'm in the mood. Well, so am I, dude. Seriously. This is a great knife. Very excited about this Kizer blade. It is recommended. And if you are in a hurry, just pause the video or end the video right now. Buy with confidence. There you go. How's that for shortness? Buy with confidence. Link below. Use my link because I like making money for my work. Oh, by the way, if it sucks, I'll say as much. I will tell you, as always, I do not like this piece of gear, no matter what it is. Knife, gun, tactical gear, outdoor equipment, watch. I'm kind of known for that. I might have made, I don't know, a few enemies doing that, speaking that truth, but that's how I roll. But this Kizer, dude, Begleiter XL, outstanding, outstanding. Now, I'm going to intro with this. Some guys get it and some guys don't. You should have a robust EDC system that makes you happy. How to be happy in this UDR world. How to be happy, happy, happy. It eludes many of us. One way, and I'm not talking like, spiritual happiness. I'm just like saying happiness of something to look forward to in life is having a great EDC system. There are 4 things which you should, at a minimum, I'm saying, 4 things which you should have on your person. Says your grandpa, nothing fancy. I guess I'm a grandpa at this point. Hard swallow. Yeah, 4 things which you should have on your person. A nice watch. Here comes a Spinnaker Has, H-A-S, I think. Yeah, automatic powered Seiko movement, sapphire crystal review. Check it out. Highly recommended. I'll try to put a link below. Watch. So maybe you're wearing that for the day. It should put a smile on your face. If not, something's wrong with you. You should have a really nice knife. Here comes a green TMP Sting from Dagger Knives. Great choice. Should have a cool flashlight. S2R Baton 2. Link below for the Baton 3. And also the Mini Warrior. Those are great. And the 4th thing, this might take you by surprise, is you should probably have on your person a super hot 1/6 scale beautiful chick on your person with her nipples sticking out. That's right, her nips are sticking out. I didn't do it. It's not my fault. They are just poking out. Maybe she's excited for the knife review. Yeah, have those things on your person at all times. Dude, you're going to be so happy. You're welcome. Just have an EDC system. Have a good EDC system. Nothing fancy. I didn't know you carried like girl dolls around. Well, maybe it's a new addition. Maybe I'm turning over a new leaf. This is actually my flashlight for the day. This is not my knife for the day. It's sorry to be so boring. It's a paramilitary 2. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, with the often bending titanium clip. And then my watch is not the Haas today. It's going to be the Parnas Big Pilot. An homage to the IWC Big Pilot. Having worn both, is it as good as an IWC? Yes. I said it. The watch snobs be going, what? That is blasphemy. I can't believe you said that. I did. I've worn both and just as accurate, just as durable, about 1/100th the price. Have a good EDC system. It'll make you happy. Also making us happy in this KRV will be a plane on the table. How about a Nakajima Type 97 from De Agostino? That's the brand of this diecast. It is so damn heavy, I got to take it off stand. There you go. A naval bomber during World War II, pretty cool. And then I'm going to put a Utah National Guard, that's where I retired out of, sticker on there. As we get going with the Kizer Begleiter XL. Now, this is in their Vanguard lineup, Dudicles. That's right, I called you Dudicles. Do you remember my regular Vanguard review? This is in VG10. It also wore the Begleiter name, 3.8 ounces. This is in blue. Same company, Kizer. Now, if we're going to make this in the United States, you're going to probably, as I've ranted about many times, at least double the price. but is offshore produced, as is other great brands which I've discussed: Artisan Cutlery, Real Steel, Wisa Vivi, Gonzo, Work Tough, San Renmu, Best Tech, blah, 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 others. But this is going to be a variation of this knife. It's going to have a completely, I'm not talking about this blade, but the one I'm going to review, it's going to have a completely different locking mechanism. This is a liner lock, milled out liner lock. And if they're still making this, I'll put links to this one below too. So you can see when I reviewed it, that was 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Nice stonewash finish on this. This one in VG10, as you can see. Cleverly labeled for your reference. And then fancy, I'm kind of liking how you label stuff. It kind of keeps things straight for me. You're welcome. I like it too. It keeps things straight for me as well. Here comes the Begleiter XL button lock. So this is not a liner lock. It is a button lock. A couple stickers in there for you. There you go. Oh, there's another sticker in there for you. Kind of cool. Yeah, and here comes the knife. Like I said, dude, as soon as I brought this out of package and I started playing with it, I was like, this thing is awesome. And the number on this one is going to be, I can't even read it, V5458C2. Holy crap. I don't think you need to remember that. Again, my links will take you to it. So this is the Kizer Vanguard Begleiter XL. Holy hell, that's a lot of nameage. Look at how cool that is, dudes. Green micarta in this variation. I've only seen a black version as well. So it has a blackened blade, and I think it's black micarta. It might be G10 in that variation. I don't know. I love this one. This one is super cool. If you don't know, you haven't been watching the show, but I'll catch you up right now. I love micarta as a handle material. I wouldn't say it's like my overall favorite, but I love it for its warmth, its texture. When it's wet, it provides high traction. This G10 on this just regular Vanguard is medium traction, as I said in the review. It's also good, and it comes in some really fun colors. This is TMP Blue. Now, this was not a special edition by myself. It just came in that color. But you can see a size comparison here. What we're looking at here is a bigger knife, daddy-like. Did I say that? Yeah, daddy-like. Daddy-like the bigger knife. It's a 4-inch blade. The cutting edge is 3.75 inches. Overall length is 9 inches. I love it. It's kind of weird. This knife, just in form and initial impression, kind of reminded me of the Kershaw Skyline XL that Blade HQ came out with years ago. It's been a long time now, and they're all gone. They're sold out, produced. If you didn't get one, you're too late. I actually like this knife better, but it kind of is reminiscent of that style of blade. And I'll show you a couple other competitive offerings which really don't make a lot of sense, but you guys seem to like them. I think the steel is an upgrade. VG10 is a good steel. I wouldn't say it's my favorite steel by a long shot. It's very soft. Rust resistant, very soft, requires frequent sharpening. If you hard use it, you should be using your utility knife in your pocket instead of this knife, as I have also ranted about through all my EDC videos for many years now. Here's my Sheffield in pink. No, it's not Mrs. Nut and Fancy's knife. It's my knife. So that's a Sheffield, and I've got a carbon steel blade in it. That's what I use. So, but if I had to use VG10, it would be a nightmare because I have to resharpen it. This is not CPM 154. It's standard 154 CM, I do believe. That's still a very adequate steel. Medium levels of hardness, toughness, not super rust resistant as memory serves. I have gone backpacking with it, trout fishing with it, and rust will get on the blade. You got to be kind of careful with it. But since you guys do not use your knives anyhow, it does not matter. Not Fancy, that's not entirely true. We do use them a little bit. I like opened an envelope with mine yesterday. Okay, gotcha. Love the looks of it. The balance of the knife, the feel of the knife is outstanding. Really like it. There's jimping topside. It is of medium level. This had none though, right? And I've never jimped this, like homemade Dremel jimped it. This one's medium level. Would I sharpen it with a Dremel? Well, absolutely I would. I would just follow their pattern, and I would just bring a really super sharp Dremel wheel in there and deepen it and try to sharpen it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just that way. I just modified my gear to make me happy. If it's not making me happy, I find myself not using it. Just like a watch. If a watch has a wrong band on it, or if the hands are dicked up, guess who doesn't wear it? You and me. Well, like, you may look at it and go, oh, I really like that watch. And there it sits on your dresser. Month after month, year after year, and you're not wearing it, and you can't figure out why. Because when you look at it, you go, oh man, that thing's really cool. There's something wrong with it. Something you don't like. Yeah, I would sharpen the jimping up on it. We have a stone wash finish on this again. Let's check the edge. I would rank it 5 stars. Really excellent edge. Really excellent. False swedge on top. Oh my gosh, that is really excellent. Love it. The thickness of this blade, 0.12 inches if you care. Dual thumb studs. You can see the button lock mechanism here and how it interfaces with the back of the blade. Is it the strongest mechanism out there? No. No, I think Axis would be a lot better, as would be a lot of other locking mechanisms, but it's different, it's new, and this is mostly, I would classify this as an EDC blade, not a tactical blade, because of the button lock. Because a button lock, I mean, if you grasp it, I mean, if you were like in an emergency defensive situation, you accidentally hit this and it folds on your fingers, that would be bad. But no one's using their knife that way anyhow. It's just a EDC piece. Weight on this sucker, 5 ounces. So yeah, it is a little bit heavier, but it's a big knife. So we have to allow for some weight gain. Just like your wife as she ages. Look at the milling out there. Excellent. So that is totally skeletonized. Both sides. Well done, Kizer. 420 stainless steel liners, of course. It's funny because I'm used to the regular Vanguard, which is a liner lock. And so when I handle this knife, I come here to unlock it like I would this one. Captured liner lock. This is the regular Begleiter Vanguard. And the button lock, I'm like, oh yeah, button lock. And it operates very quickly, very easily. It is a flipper design or dual thumb stud deployment or shake it out of the handle like I'll do here off camera. Design. Lockup. Excellent. Don't baton with it. This is not a hard use batoning knife, says me. I don't think it would do quite well. You have caged ceramic bearings in here. One reason it deploys so readily. I mean, for the price, look at the blade finish and the sharpness. I mean, there's Spyderco blades that don't even come close to this level of finish, and I have criticized them properly. Some of their Taiwanese produced blades that Spyderco does, I'm like, why can't you get it right? Kizer, a Chinese manufacturer, is getting it right. Holy cow, look at the flipper. Totally smooth and radiused. No hot spots whatsoever. That's how you do it. Notice the chamfering of the micarta scales. No hot spots here either. Really good looking knife. I'm going to buy this one. I'll tell you this right now. It's on loan from Blade HQ, but I'll buy it. I'm going to get them for free. I buy them just like you do. I'll buy it. This is a great cast member. The only thing that worries me when I do this and I make a knife a cast member, as I did with this one and back in the day, 2018, I purchased this one too, is I hate it when they sell out. And then I can't talk about it anymore because guys are like, I can't find that knife. It's gone. I'm like, don't want to tell you, dude. I really don't. Deep carry pocket clip, reversible left to right, carries tip up as God intended it to be. We have a minor occlusion with a clip, 2-screw attachment, see-through right there. Real easy way to access those screws to tighten them up. I would give the clip probably 4 stars. Big elongated lanyard hole if you need it. Flow-through design for mud, lint, whatever you have going that day. Here's the centering. Will it get out of center with hard use? Almost definitely. Every knife pretty much would, but I don't think this knife will see a lot of hard use in your collection. Let me know in comment if you think a button lock could serve as a tactical blade. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but that's just my mileage and how I think of it. I just don't feel confident with a button lock. I don't. Yeah, I just don't. How about a compression lock on a Spyderco? This is my EDC knife today. Paramilitary. How about yes? Yeah, I would totally trust this knife. in an emergency defensive situation. That is a loop over titanium clip which bends frequently. And yeah, I have zip ties on it. What do I have written on there? Nothing fancy, actual carry. That's interesting. I can't read what's below that. Nothing fancy, established 2006. So this is just a knife in my own system. Great knife. I'll have a link below for the Paras. They've been out of stock at Blade HQ for a long time. So go figure. Is there anything wrong with this knife? Any criticism that I could level at it? I mean a meaningful criticism. I talked about the jimping. I would say probably not. I really like everything about the knife. They've made it as light as it can be for the size of blade it is. I think it is super cost effective. I'm not going to say the price because, like watches, knives are commodities. Prices fluctuate up and down according to supply and demand. It's highly recommended. Highly recommended. Competitive offerings. Do you guys remember the Kizer Begleiter? They sure love that name, by the way, which they say in the German language means companion. I didn't know that. I thought that was a designer, actually. Kizer Begleiter, the $59 one. Here it comes. This is also in micarta. So this was reviewed 2 years ago. Highly recommended. We have actually 3 of the Begleiter knives on the table. You're welcome. That's a real good representation of what they're doing with the name, what they're doing with the line. They're really switching it up to make it interesting for the collector. This one's super recommended. I hope it's still around. What was the steel on this? CTS BD1 is what this one is. $59. Also milled out. This one's super light. Did I write the weight on here? Yeah, 2.8 ounces on this. Oh my gosh. Looks like someone got the Dremel out on this. I wonder who that could have been. Yours truly. Yeah, or maybe it was, what was her name? Angie? Nipple Woman? Maybe she did it. Maybe Angie did it. Yeah. Nothing fancy. Put more women on the table to have their nipples poking out. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. That's one competitive offering. It's a much smaller knife. This is more EDC-able. Some dudes don't like the bigger knife. I didn't really talk about POU other than EDC, but I think this would be an awesome food preparation knife. The Begleiter XL button lock. Really good food preparation. This knife is gone. I'm just going to show it super briefly. It's the Gonzo Firebird FH41. I bought a whole bunch of these in a day and sent them off to donors. And I can't find any more, but that's a great knife. How about this one? The Police by Spyderco. Speaking of Spyderco, this is a G10 version. I have reviewed the Spyderco Police Lightweight. It is recommended more than this one. The reason I'm bringing it on table is, one, it's an anomaly. Really doesn't match this knife at all. But size, because I was talking about how big the XL is, and I talk about how big the Police is. There you go. Good size comparison there. Much more expensive. Now, this is a legit emergency defensive tool, as I've talked about forever. The jimping on the Police is outstanding. It's standard setting. You have the Spidey hole, which you can zip tie, wave it out of pocket. This is my 2010 G10 Police, as you can see. Really awesome. Awesome, awesome. And there's that VG10 steel in this one. And then I drug my engraver across it, stupidly. Don't care. And this standard hourglass pocket clip on your Spydercos is going to be way more durable than most of the titanium ones. And then one more competitive offering. This is a CJRB Breyer. I don't know if you can find this one. Just as a size comparison. Really cool. It's kind of like that Artisan Shark. Very similar. Probably made in the same factory. And I did a horrible job jimping this, but I still like it. Oh my gosh, that jimping is so sharp. Wicked awesome. And boys, we got to wrap this one up. There's the box end. If you want to pause that and take a look at it, buy with confidence. Let me know if you like this knife as much as I do. I'm pretty sure you would if you had it in hand. You would go, oh my gosh, for sub $100, I'll tell you that much. Totally worth it. The Kizer Begleiter XL button lock is a very excellent blade. Recommended. The knife show moves on. Thanks to the donors. Over and out.